Hey guys, so today we did some back testing, and so what I've done is I've pulled 100 different mutual funds, and that's what all this data is right here, and I have their 1-year returns and their 5-year returns, and what I decided to test for my theory is the stars. So on Morningstar, they will give funds ratings, so say this one has 4 stars, but I don't think that is an accurate representation of how good or bad a fund is, and so I decided to test on that. So starting off, I did organize these highest to lowest, and we do see the very first one is pretty bad return. And you see up here, we have our 5 stars. Some of these are negative as well, and so that's what I'm saying, like it's not always accurate. But first thing I did was run a regression. So here is our results, and here is the 1-year, and this is the 5-year. So looking at our square, it doesn't fit the line very well, but this is not a predictive model, of course. This is just trying to find a relationship. And so we have 1.2 of the variance, and the y variable is explained by the independent variables. If you look at the coefficients, there's a negative relationship, but if we also look at t-stat, the rule of thumb is 1.65, which is the significance if it's significant, and we don't have that here. So we also have the p-value not being less than 0.005. For the 5-year here, we have a positive relationship, and it's also not statistically significant. And what this is saying here is for you go down 0.2 every unit to the right. So that's our slope. So the second thing I did was a difference of means test. So to do this, what I did is I took the highest stars and the 1-year return and the 5-year return and my ticker. And so we have a lot of 4s and 5s here, highest ones. And for the lowest ones, I did the same thing. So I have all the lowest stars, a lot of 1s, 2s, 3s. And so you run your difference of means. And so here's the results. So this is the 1-year return low, and this is the 1-year return high. So we can see that these are both negative, and so they both on average lost money over the last year. And for the 5-year return low and the 5-year return high, the lower stars had a lower return, but these are both positive, so that's good. So what this is telling us is that lower stars did have a lower return, so maybe this says the stars rating does tell you a little bit of something. For this test, I also did assume unequal variances. Okay, so our t for here, it is 1.67, and the significance rule of thumb is 1.65, so this is significant. Same here with 0.2502. So we can see that this seems to be more significant than the regression. And so my final thought on this is that even though there are some 5 stars with negative ratings, like this one's 4 with a negative, this one's 5 with a negative, and I'm sure there's some 2s with a positive, so you can't necessarily trust just their star rating. You need to look into it more as a whole when you are looking into funds. That's all.